Hello, lovely witches. This is Dawn from Aurora Dawn. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. And I know it's been a few weeks, but Mercury in retrograde has been kicking my ass. Holy crap. So I have been behind in making videos, but I am catching up. Right now, there is something going on I want to share with you, what I am doing to remedy it. And I will definitely make more videos about how this comes out, because it's important to understand, for me anyway, that magic is real. Now, a lot of people say, well, magic cannot break the laws or go against the laws of physics or the laws of nature. But I made a video and I'll put it up. I just haven't had time to mess with videos right now. But it talks about how magic can defy the laws of physics. It does all the time. And it can defy the laws of nature. And it does all the time. We are the ones who direct it. But anyway, so keep that in mind when I show you what I'm doing. So Skip has some health issues. I won't go into details. I'm sure he would not appreciate it. But there is something that could be rather serious. We don't know yet. He has to get tests done. And I mean, it could be really serious. And that's where I want to be. I want to be in a place where we don't know for sure, because that opens me up to, and I feel it's easier to make changes when we don't know for sure how bad it is. We just know something's going on. It could be just nothing, a little something, and no big deal. But at the other end, it could be something totally outrageous. And I apologize for this setup. Let me see if I can get this better. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. I'm doing this really quick because I'm going to take a shower. I don't want to actually put this together until after I do a purification shower and purify myself, spend some time in meditation to really get my energy, my chi energy. I think most everybody knows what that is. My life force energy. I also want to get that up, and I make a differentiation between chi energy and life force energy. Another video. I have tons of ideas for videos. I just haven't had the time, and I'm sorry. I love doing these. I love sharing the witch in left field, just odd stuff that comes into my head, and see if anybody has any ideas or insights or agreements or disagreements. But anyway, so there's a health issue with Skip, a few of them. So I made a Poppet, and really Poppets are so easy, so easy. If you can't sew, glue. If you don't want to mess with it, you don't have material, fabric or anything like that, put sticks together, tie them together. You can wrap the sticks with yarn or thread or whatever you've got, whatever you have got. If you have glue and sticks, glue them together. So you don't have to sew, you don't have to do anything outrageous. It doesn't have to be perfect. Keep that in mind. Does not have to be perfect. It's you putting in, activating the Poppet that is very important, and everything that you put together for that Poppet, that's what's important, not how pretty it is or how much it looks like that person. If you want to get a picture of that person and tape it or pin it, you can pin it. It's not going to hurt them. If you're not intending to hurt them with the pin, you can pin stuff to the Poppet. In fact, that's what was done. Our ancestors had done. So they would pin things like a tuft of hair, pin it to the Poppet to tag lock it. So, don't worry about that. If your intention is to hurt them, then it'll probably affect them. It depends on how well you are connected to that person, okay? So that's a very important key. The big thing about doing spells for other people is how well do you connect with the heart to that person. And that's why it's kind of dubious when you have somebody else do a spell for you. because that person you are hiring or getting, or maybe it's a friend, do this for me, please. Um, that person has to be able to connect with the heart to people they don't even know, because if you can't do that, that's where the energy comes from. That's where the power comes from. To really make a difference, it comes from the heart, connecting with the heart. So that's very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I've done. Let's see, I'll kind of turn this. And I threw on some lipstick so I wouldn't scare anybody. But there's no makeup, no jewelry, no nice clothes. I'm just in a sweatshirt, actually pajamas. But, okay, let's see. I think that'll work. So I always have a white candle because that represents spirit. Sets up the energy, the vibration of my space with spirit. Pure love, pure unconditional love. So pure love and light, pure source energy. That's what the purpose of this candle. I don't necessarily cast a circle, but I do call in the elements of the four directions. Let's see, what else do I have? I have my wand. I'm a wand person. I love to use my wand. And I have the pentacle. I definitely want earth energy because Mother Earth is very healing. So if somebody has a health issue, I like to call in a lot of the element of earth. So I made my Poppet, I sewed him together, and I made him with a pocket. And I thought that I got that idea from someone else, and I apologize, I can't remember who. But this is what I'm going to use to tag lock, put the tag lock in. I cut Skip's hair. So, being a good witch, I grabbed some of that hair and I have it on my altar. And I put a little bunch together and I tied it together with a piece of string. And then I'm going to just tuck it in there, and that's going to be the tag lock. That's going to tie this little Poppet to Skip, all right? So then, of course, a little crystal to amplify the energy. Shungite, which is very powerful in changing the energy to a healthy energy. And that's science, okay? That's not, something I channeled, some energy, some information I channeled from somewhere. That is science. The Russians use it to purify water. So I'll put these in here too. And I realized all the stuff I wanted to add to it ended up being too big, so I'm going to wrap him in blue fabric. Blue to me is a very healing color, okay? And then this represents my connection to Skip, my heart, my love for Skip, and that'll go in here too. So all of this stuff is going to go in here, and I'll put this, tuck it into the pocket, and then I have this is, let me see if I remember, salt, sage, powdered sage, charcoal, activated charcoal for cleansing. All of this is for cleansing and healing. So that'll go here as well. And then these are supplements, because when we have an ailment, it's because we have too many toxins in the body. And a lot of times we have too many toxins in the body because we don't have enough nutrients. And as we get older, we need more. And we need more. Okay, and there's a turmeric in here because Skip really responds really well with turmeric. So I want to put that in here. So these are the nutrients that Skip needs, right? Okay, and I'm going to amplify that so that my intention is for his body to get everything that's in here to the full maximum amount that his body needs to heal itself, which is going to be a lot more than just maintaining health. Okay? This is prebiotic, probiotic. Oh, I need to take that off. Oh, this is a cool little, handy little thing. I use a twisty tie to hold it closed, and then I tied it. I don't want the twisty tie in there. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Maybe it's the metal. And then I just tied it with a piece of string there. So all of that's going to go in there. And see, that's in my pocket's a little too small. So then I'll just wrap them up nicely, and I have a nice little spot for them. I'm first going to put them in the windowsill because we have a full moon. So I'm going to put them in the windowsill tonight, and I want the sun to also activate and amplify, and just a lot of good energy. So the moon and the sun. And then I have, this is a magnet. It's from a company called Nikon. I don't know if they're still in business or not, but they were like a health people kind of business, and they had these magnets. Magnets are really good for healing the body. So this will go with the Poppet, and I will keep this on my altar because my altar is so freaking powerful. It's amazing. So anyway, so I'll keep that on my altar. And for the candle, so the blue candle, blue is the color that I associate with healing. And I have, this is called Four Thieves Synergy Blend from Eden's Garden. I think Young Living got after them for calling it Four Thieves because they have a Four Thieves oil. So they changed the name, and I can't remember what it is. I apologize. But they still have this. It's called something like Five Bandits or something like that. I can't remember now, but five something. But it's basically the same thing. It's got like clove oil, cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, lemon, rosemary, essential oils. This is very healing and very uplifting too. So I'm going to use this oil to anoint the candle. So this is, okay, I don't know. Maybe this is weird. I don't know. But I'm going to anoint the candle and pull it out this way towards the Poppet because that's where I want the energy to go. So as the candle is burning, I want it to release the energy to the Poppet, which will go to Skip. Makes sense? Hopefully. So, and I like to anoint my wand like this. So I have oil on my hands, and I will pull it this way because that's the direction I want the energy to go. And then I can say my incantation over the Poppet. Okay, so that's all. I think that's it. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. Incense, I prefer Nag Champa. That is, do I have it in here? No, it's in the other room. But it's an incense that they make in India, and it's very uplifting. It's very high vibrational. So I will use that for while I'm doing this ritual. But first, I want to cleanse myself. So I'm going to take a bath. Not a bath. Sorry, I don't have a bath down here. I'll take a shower, and I have an essential oil spray that I'll spray my entire body with, and then I have this green powder drink. There we go. That I'm gonna drink because it's full of nutrients, and it's gonna give my body nutrients and uplifting. You can drink coffee if coffee agrees with you. You can drink real juice, not the stuff you buy in the grocery store because that's pasteurized, it's dead. It's just sugar water. But if you make your own raw juice, that works too. It's very uplifting. And if you want to, you could fast before you do this. Now, this is not, for me, it's not a one-time thing. This candle's kind of big, kind of long. It's going to take a while for it to burn. So I want to make this a daily kind of ritual. And I have more blue candles. So once this is done, I'm going to do another one. April 13th, Skip goes in to get looked at, and I'm not sure what kind of tests they're going to order, but this is going to take a while before we find out actually what is going on with him. So this is an opportunity for me to make changes to make sure it is benign, to make sure that is not going to cause any other problems, that it'll be easy to heal, and then I can get in there and start working on healing him, okay? So that's the idea. Okay, so I think that's all. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you do for healing spells, and during the incantation and activation, I forgot. Activation, if you know Reiki, you know how to activate them. right? Long distance, use that, use that, use that. It's very, very powerful. If you do not, say the person's name 3 times while visualizing them. Hold your hands up and then visualize their face in between your hands. And then you can take that down to the poppet, okay? And your intention is that this poppet now represents so and so, whoever, you know, Joe, you know, Joe Witch. Okay, so this is Joe Witch, and I am connecting with my heart. And you got to get really into your heart and feel compassion, feel love, and think of like puppies or babies or, you know, little flowers and things that make your heart feel so good and uplifted, and use that energy to connect with Joe Witch. All right. And that's very powerful. And then you are activating them. Now, some people blow, you blow their breath onto them. You can do that as well. That's very shamanic. If you want to include that, I might do that as well. But it's definitely very, very, more than anything, it's very important to get into your heart. So I would get into the heart, make that connection, and then blow, because then you take that energy into your breath and blow it into your heart energy and blow it into that person and make that connection, okay? All right. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your comments. Do something today that brings you joy and makes you feel good. I love you all. And until next time, blessed be.